This is your goofy Uncle GreatTreeJam, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of Mass Effect 1. Last time we left off, we finally concluded our fight with the Thorian, and then encountered an asari named Shiala. She previously served Matriarch Benezia, but after being freed from the Thorian, she agreed to help us out. She gave us a unique gift of some kind, something called the Cipher, which allowed us to understand the visions we obtained from Eden Prime. While we are still working through the visions, a lot of the message remains unclear. But for right now, it seems that we're done with Feros. We have saved the colony, and we have kept every single colonist alive, save for Kaidan, who unfortunately did not make it, but that is scripted. So, his death is not on us. What we're going to do is we're going to board the Normandy and begin our debriefing with our crew and with the Council. So let's get to it.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the Cipher?
The Cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
You sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
So it looks like we just gained a little bit more understanding from Shiala and with the help of Dr. Liara to Sony, but we still have a lot to piece together from the vision, and that's not going to happen until a bit later. But for right now, let's give Dr. Liara to Sony the rest that she needs, and we need to go ahead and debrief with the Council.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
So pretty much the same old from the Council. We are still a newcomer, we're still a new Spectre. But they've gotten most of the details that they need to know for the Feros mission. But, excuse me. But now that we're done at Feros, it's time to go ahead and talk to our crew members and see what their thoughts are, what their thoughts were on the mission. And we're going to start with the Joker himself.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Hey, come on, I'm trying, pal.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, later, Joker. Psst, keep Robot Chicken going strong. Yeah! Oh, Seth Green, I love you, baby. No homo. Well, let's head down to the lower decks. And, oh, I got my Invisigun back. You know what it means, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna play a little laser tag. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna go talk to Kayden real quick. Because he is gonna be... The way this is gonna work is I'm actually gonna talk to Kayden, Liara, and Ashley. And we're gonna get to the other squad mates later in the next video. But let's take a look at what Kayden's doing. Hey Kayden, what you up to, man? What's up, bro? What's up, pal? Friend? Dog? What are you doing? You playing Minecraft? Dude, we have talked about this before. You can't play Minecraft while you're working on whatever it is you're doing here. What do you do? Let's talk to you and find out what you actually do here, Kayden. We have a long talk about you and your recreational pursuits, man.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jong, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
Kayden's a bro. But let's talk to Kayden a little, find out a little bit more about his character.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vyrnnus.
So the thing with Mass Effect characters, in case you haven't already realized, every single character, every single squad mate you obtain has his or her own backstory. Kayden has his own experiences being trained as a biotic out on Jump Zero. Ashley has her own experiences being a Marine whose family has a unique history with the Alliance. And we'll get to the alien squad mates in just a bit. But let's talk a little bit more to Kayden and figure out what his beef, what his background, what his perspective is formed by.
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vyrnnus.
Before I met Vyrnnus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vyrnnus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vyrnnus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Don't you just, You're just gonna have to wait. 2.5 years from now, Kayden, you're gonna look back now and think this is the good old days. Let's go ahead and take some stuff from our locker. I see Kayden as somewhere between Atticus Finch and Dirty Harry. Well, Dirty Harry would be kind of like Renegade Shepard, but you can definitely see Kayden going down that route if he became more Renegade. Kind of. He wouldn't have the snappy one-liners, but he'd still be pretty badass. I would pay to see that. But now we have Dr. Liara Tassoni, and we are romancing her, so we get a little interesting dialogue with her regarding our current relationship. So let's talk to her and see how she's doing after her mental connection with us.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
I can say that about most religions that I learn about.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it, not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
She's a little awkward, but we're willing to give her a pass. But I think that's all we can get out of Dr. Liara Tassoni. We cannot ask her anything about Venezia or Asari culture and get anything new. So this is all she has to say. Let's move on.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I do want to get to Ashley Williams before the video ends, so I'm trying to work on the clock here, because these debriefings with each individual crew member can take some time. I try to keep them within 2 videos, but sometimes I feel like I should put them into 1 video and have time with every single squad member. But I think next time what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking to Erdnot Rex, Garrus, and I believe we'll also talk to Tali. I think she has something new to say as well. But let's talk to Ashley Williams, and this time we're actually going to get some unique information about her background, about what motivates her as a soldier, and what made her the person that she is. And it's something to do with her family's relationship to the Alliance. So, let's delve right in.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that young guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
Which is why you're known for diplomacy, Ashley. Thank you.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
And here we find out something about Ashley's family, something that pertains directly to the assignment history that Ashley has had as a soldier.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of big-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
It sounds like he did what I would have done, or what my Paragon Shepard would have done. Not sacrifice innocence.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
Honestly, I kind of think that Ashley Williams' grandfather did the right thing. That's me. I mean, if I were in charge of civilian lives, I wouldn't put them behind just humanity's interests, but I mean, civilians do have to come first, at least the way that my Paragon Shepard would see it. So, that is something that I would sympathize with.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
So now we know a little bit more about why Ashley has not had an extensive service record compared to someone like Kayden Alenko, who's a commissioned officer. Ashley Williams and Kayden, I actually prefer both of them. I do hate it later on. I'm not going to spoil it too much for those of you who don't know what's coming up, but in a certain mission, we're going to have to make a very pivotal choice. And for this particular mission, in my mind, there's no right choice. It's kind of a choice that we're obligated to make because we have no other option present. But we're running short on time. I am going to have to cut the video short and end it right here. And next time we pick up, we'll take the chance to talk to Rex and Garrus and Tally. And then we will be done with our debriefings. And like I said, the Codex vid that is coming up is going to take some time. So I'm going to have to skip an episode. And the numbering is going to be a bit off. But when I get that Codex video made, that'll be then. But for now, I just want to wish you guys a happy day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be in this universe or the next. And I want to thank you so very much for tuning in and staying in the loop. And we will try to get this playthrough moved along. I will be doing every assignment, and I will be having uploads of videos for each assignment in the game, so it's going to be a while before we get to Vyrnnus. But for right now, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye!